through the curtains, your silhouette in gold. Every morning feels brand new, yet comfortably old. Coffee steam rising between us, conversations flow. Nothing matters but this moment in our morning glow. And I fall for you daily, like the sunrise is true. And I call this our haven, just me loving you, just me loving you. Photographs on the counter tell our story well. Every chapter written together, more than words can tell. Lazy days and busy nights, somehow we make it work. Dancing through the ordinary with extraordinary perks. And I fall for you daily, like the sunrise is true. And I call this our haven, just me loving you, just me loving you, just me loving you. Maybe it's simple, maybe it's just us, building our world on nothing but trust. Taking each moment, making it shine, turning the mundane into divine. And I fall for you daily, like the sunrise is true. And I call this our haven, just me loving you, just me loving you. And I'm morning glow, and I'm morning glow, and I'm morning glow, just me loving you.
Raindrops dancing on the window, city lights blur through the glass. You're reading books across the sofa, time moves slow but doesn't last. Your fingers wrapped around your coffee, steam rising to your smile. I could watch the scene forever, can we stay here for a while? You're my rainy day soul, when the world turns gray. You're the warmth I hold, when the clouds won't break. In this temporary forever we've created on our own. You're my rainy day soul, you're my way back home. Playlist humming in the background, ambient glow from table lamps. You look up and catch me staring, with that look that makes me melt. Words aren't needed in this moment, silence speaks what we both know. Some connections transcend language, some loves just continue to grow. You're my rainy day soul, when the world turns gray. I hold when the clouds won't break. In this temporary forever we've created on our own. You're my rainy day soul, you're my way back home. Let the storms rage outside, let the thunder roar. I found shelter in your arms, don't need anything more. Every drop on the roof sings our melody. Every cloud in the sky sets our feelings free. You're my rainy day soul when the world turns gray. You're the warmth I hold when the clouds won't break. In this temporary forever we've created on our own. You're my rainy day soul, you're my way back home. My rainy day soul.
Found a box of old Polaroids tucked beneath the bed. Faded colors, captured moments, things we never said. Your smile frozen in time, that summer by the sea. How strange that these paper squares hold our history. These Polaroid memories filtered through time, moments we captured when your heart found mine. These analog treasures from days gone by tell our love story better than I.
Your hair was longer back then, my style was all wrong. But the look in our eyes said we'd known all along that something was happening, something profound. In those quiet moments when no one was around, these Polaroid memories filtered through time, moments we captured when your heart found mine. These analog treasures from days gone by tell our love story better than I. Time moves forward, we change and we grow, but some things remain like the way that you know exactly what I'm thinking before I speak. How to make me stronger when I feel weak. Maybe we should take more pictures, document today, create tomorrow's memories in that same old way. Because someday in the future we'll look back and see that the best of our story is you and me.
These Polaroid memories filter through time, moments we captured when your heart found mine. These analog treasures from days gone by tell our love story better than I.
Better than words could ever try.
secrets in the dark. City sleeping all around us. City sleeping all around us while we're lighting up sparks. Your silhouette against the window, stars competing with your eyes, drawing closer in the shadows where our inhibitions die. In this midnight blue, everything feels true. Words we only whisper when it's just me and you. In this midnight blue, time suspends for two, painting all our feelings in shades of midnight blue. Fingers trace along my shoulder, goosebumps rising to your touch. How you manage to unravel me without trying very much. The moon casts silver on your features as you slowly pull me in. In this darkness we find brightness. Where should we begin? In this midnight blue, everything feels true. Words we only whisper when it's just me and you. In this midnight blue, time suspends for two, painting all our feelings in shades of midnight. No need for promises, no need for grand displays, just your heart beating with mine as night turns into day. The city will awaken, the spell might fade away, but for now, in this moment, let's make time delay. Midnight blue, everything feels true. Words we only whisper when it's just me and you. In this midnight blue, time suspends for two, painting all our feelings in shades of midnight blue. Shades of you and me. Midnight blue.
Notifications light up screens, but I'm looking at your face. Everyone connected nowhere, we found our special place. Unplugged from the algorithm, tuned in to something real. In a world of shallow swipes, there's depth that makes me feel. This is analog love in a digital world. Old school feelings when everything's virtual. Handwritten letters in age of typed words. Genuine connection that won't be disturbed by the noise, by the trends, by the constant pretend. This is analog love in a digital world. We don't need filters on our memories, no perfect angles to impress. Just morning coffee, bedhead beauty, unscripted happiness. They're all busy chasing followers while we're following our hearts, creating something lasting as temporary trends depart. This is analog love in a digital world. Old school feelings when everything's virtual. Handwritten letters in age of typed words. Genuine connection that won't be disturbed by the noise, by the trends, by the constant a digital world. Maybe we're outdated, maybe we're just wise, seeing through the pixels to what truly lies beneath the surface, scrolling beyond the curated feed, finding what humanity has always seemed to need. So put your phone on silent, let's be present for a while. Trade digital distraction for the wonder of your smile. Our story might not trend, it might not get much fame, but authenticity is never quite the same. This is analog love in a digital world. Old school feelings when everything's virtual, handwritten letters and age of typed words. Genuine connection that won't be disturbed by the noise, by the trends, by the constant pretend. This is analog love in a digital world. Digital world. In a digital world.
Autumn leaves outside the window, steam rising from our cups, wrapped in blankets and each other. The world feels far enough. You read me passages from novels, I trace circles on your knee. Simple pleasures, quiet treasures, just autumn leaves and tea. Some love stories shout from rooftops, some burn like wildfire, but ours is gentle like the rainfall, warm like coals that never tire. And I wouldn't trade this feeling for all the world to see. This love we've grown together like autumn leaves and autumn leaves and tea. The bookshelf holds our shared adventures, pages dog-eared, spines well-worn, records spinning softly in the corner, melodies reborn. How many evenings spent like this one? How many more to be? Each one different yet familiar, just autumn leaves and tea. Some love stories shout from rooftops, some burn like wildfire, but ours is gentle like the rainfall, warm like coals that never tire. And I wouldn't trade this feeling for all the world to see. This love we've grown together like autumn leaves and tea. There's magic in the mundane, romance in routine, beauty in the quiet moments that often go unseen. We've built this life together, brick by patient brick, creating something lasting that's neither thin nor thick. Maybe someday we'll be different, maybe plans will change, but this core we've built together will always stay the same. The comfort of your presence, the peace you bring to me, will always feel like coming home to autumn leaves and tea. Some love stories shout from rooftops, some burn like wildfire, but ours is gentle like the rainfall, warm like coals that never tire. And I wouldn't trade this feeling for all the world to see. This love we've grown together like autumn leaves empty. Just autumn leaves empty. Just you and me. City lights below us flicker, stars above begin to show. Blankets spread across the rooftop where nobody else can go. Your eyes reflect the constellations as we name them one by one. Some scientifically accurate, some we've made up just for fun. Rooftop, stargazing, universe on display. Small beneath the vastness, yet never led astray. There's when two hearts align, like stars in cosmic dance. Even endless space can't diminish this romance.
You point out satellites in orbit, I spot planets burning bright, sharing theories about aliens who might watch us here tonight. Your laughter echoes through the darkness as I pull you in for warmth. Two souls connecting on a rooftop while galaxies perform. Rooftop, stargazing, universe on display. Small beneath the vastness, yet never led astray. 'Cause when two hearts align, like stars in cosmic dance, even endless space can't diminish this romance.
Scientists say we're made of stardust, ancient light from long ago. Maybe that's why when I'm with you, everything seems to glow. Perhaps we knew each other in some stellar nursery before we were even human, before humanity. Time seems different on this rooftop. Hours pass like seconds here. The city sleeps beneath our stories, whispered words only we hear. And if the stars should lose their luster, if clouds obscure our view, I'd still find wonder in this moment, just being here with you. Rooftop, stargazing, universe on display. Small beneath the vastness, yet never led astray. 'Cause when two hearts align, like stars in cosmic dance, even endless space can't diminish this romance. Even endless space can't diminish this romance.
Corner table by the window, watching strangers pass us by. Your hands wrapped around your latte, conversation in your eyes. First date jitters long behind us, still my heart skips at your smile. As the barista calls out orders, we create our own timeline. At our cafe corner table, where we first began, where I knew that something special was forming in my hands. At our cafe corner table, where we still return to remember what it feels like when two hearts yearn. You remember what I order before I even speak. The small details you notice make my composure weak. Jazz playing through the speakers, rain tapping on the glass. Present moment feels eternal, while seconds quickly pass. At our cafe corner table, where we first began, where I knew that something special was forming in my hands. At our cafe corner table, where we still return to remember what it feels like when two hearts yearn.
How many stories have these walls witnessed? How many loves have bloomed right here? Amid the steam and beans and grinders, amid the background chatter clear. But none of them are quite like ours. At least that's what I choose to think, as I watch you stir your coffee and give that knowing wink.
Sometimes we bring our troubles, sometimes we bring our joy, sometimes we bring our silence, sometimes words we employ. But always there's connection, always there's something true in this cafe corner bubble that I share only with you. At our cafe corner table, where we first began, where I knew that something special was forming in my hands. At our cafe corner table, where we still return to remember what it feels like when two hearts yearn. I'll save your seat for next time. Same time next week. We met in digital landscapes, avatars hiding our truth. Be thousands of miles from me, yet somehow in the same room. Voice through the headphones nightly, text messages all day long. Something about your laughter made me feel like I belong. Pixel by pixel, we built something real. Across the distance, these feelings I feel. Line by line of text, voice call by call. Pixel by pixel, I'm giving you all. They say you can't fall in love with someone you've never touched, but emotion doesn't follow the rules that people clutch. Your mind connected with mine in ways I can't explain. The anticipation building for when we meet on the same plane. Pixel by pixel, we built something real. Across the distance, these feelings I feel. Line by line of text, voice call by call. Pixel by pixel, I'm giving you all. Reality and virtual, the lines begin to blur, when hearts decide to recognize where minds might still deter. One day soon I'll hold you, no screens between our touch. But until then I cherish every pixel just as much. Countdown to our meeting, nervous energy grows. Will reality match up to the connection that flows? But deep down I'm not worried. Some things you just know are true, no matter how we started. hearts connected to you. Pixel by pixel, we built something real. Across the distance, these feelings I feel. Line by line of text, voice call by call. Pixel by pixel, I'm giving you all. Super with the distance, pixel by pixel. Pixel by pixel.
Record player in the corner, pancakes sizzling on the stove, dancing barefoot on the hardwood to the songs we've come to know. Your melody mixed with mine in this apartment we share. Sunday morning rituals without a single care. This is our playlist, the soundtrack to our love. Each song tells a story of what we're made of. From first date nervousness to comfort and routine, our Sunday morning playlist plays on endlessly. You grab my hand and spin me, almost spill my coffee cup. Sunlight streams through windows as the volume inches up. The neighbors might complain, but right now we don't mind. Creating Sunday memories, one track at a time. This is our playlist, the soundtrack to our love. Each song tells a story of what we're made of. From first date nervousness to comfort and routine, our Sunday morning playlist plays on endlessly. Some songs make us nostalgic, some we're still growing into. Some remind us of struggles, some of what we've been through. But each one is important, each one plays a part in this musical collection we've created from the heart. Maybe years from now we'll listen to these same familiar sounds in a different home, different city, but the same love still around. For now I'll just enjoy this moment without end as you pull me in closer and the next song begins. This is our playlist, the soundtrack to our love. Each song tells a story of what we're made of. From first date nervousness to comfort and routine, our Sunday morning playlist plays on endlessly. Our Sunday morning playlist, our love plays endlessly.
Urban jungle meets the starlight, rooftop garden that we've grown. Little patch of wild and wonder in the place we call our home. You look different in this lighting, half in shadow, half in glow. City lights and fireflies dancing as the evening grows slow. We found balance in the chaos, natural and artificial. You and I between two worlds, making magic unofficial. City lights and fireflies, concrete and soil beneath our feet. In this space between worlds, our story feels complete. Plants you've nurtured back to life line the edges of this space. Traffic humming down below us while we found our state of grace. Contradictions and connections, modern life with ancient needs. You've taught me how to nurture both wildflowers and wild dreams. We found balance in the chaos, natural and artificial. You and I between two worlds, making magic unofficial. City lights and fireflies, concrete and soil beneath our feet. In this space between worlds, our story feels complete. City taught us hustle, nature taught us patience. Together we've discovered a beautiful equation. Not either or but both, and not separate but whole. Like body paired with spirit, like heart matched with soul. String lights hung between planners, wine glasses catching the gleam. Stolen moment from the rushing to simply be, not just seen. I watch you catch a firefly, gently cupped inside your hands, then release it to the darkness. In this gesture I understand. We found balance in the chaos, natural and artificial. You and I between two worlds, making magic unofficial. City lights and fireflies, concrete and soil beneath our feet. In this space between worlds, our story feels complete. City lights and fireflies, our story feels complete.
Dog-eared pages, underline passages, notes and margins tell your thoughts. The books you lend me carry pieces of the person that you are. I find your fingerprints on chapter 3, coffee stain on page 19. Reading words through your perspective shows me things I've never seen. These borrowed books between us, more than paper, more than ink. They're the bridges to your mindscape, connecting how we both think. And when I return them to your hands with my own notes tucked inside, we've created conversation, even when we're not side by side. You recommended poets I'd never read, philosophers I'd overlooked, science fiction that expands the mind, historical accounts that hooked, each recommendation revealing new dimensions to your soul. The library was through your mindscape, connecting how we both think. And when I return them to your hands with my own notes tucked inside, we've created conversation, even when we're not side by Some share their hearts through spoken words, some through touch or gifts or time. But you and I found connection through paragraphs and lines, literary love letters, recommendations as affection, discussion as intimacy, understanding as protection. Maybe that's why I fell for you, through the stories that you shared, seeing how your mind responds to words that others have declared. Our own stories still unfolding, chapter by chapter, day by day, borrowing books and returning them, finding love along the way. These borrowed books between us, more than paper, more than ink, they're the bridges to your mindscape, connecting how we both think. And when I return them to your hands, with my own notes tucked inside, we've created conversation, even when we're not side by side. Books borrowed and returned, hearts borrowed and kept.
Gray skies make your eyes look brighter as you watch the raindrops fall. Curled up in your favorite sweater, back against the living room wall. You've claimed the window seat since morning, book abandoned in your lap. Something about the stormy weather always pulls you back. This is window seat weather, where thoughts drift like clouds, where we find peace together without speaking out loud. Just the sound of rainfall, you're breathing soft and deep. This is window seat weather, memories we keep. Bring your tea and your favorite mug, join you in your silent watch. Two observers of the downpour, two hearts perfectly in notch. You rest your head upon my shoulder, sigh contentment through your lips. The outside world keeps rushing while our time slowly drips. This is window seat weather, where thoughts drift like clouds, where we find peace together without speaking out loud. Just the sound of rainfall, you're breathing soft and deep. This is window seat weather, memories we keep. Some love the sunshine, some love the snow, but there's something about rainfall that helps our love grow. In these quiet moments, when the world washes clean, we find clarity in silence and what everything means. One day we might reminisce about these simple days, when happiness was window seats and watching rain for hours in a haze. The storm outside might represent life's challenges and strife, but here with you I found my shelter for the weather of my life. This is window seat weather, where thoughts drift like clouds, where we find peace together without speaking out loud. Just the sound of rainfall, you're breathing soft and deep. This is window seat weather, memories we keep. Window seat weather, memories we'll keep. Folded papers in your pocket, sketches of the roads we'll take. No GPS to guide our journey, just instinct and hearts awake. You've always preferred the scenic route, the path that's least defined. Drawing maps on coffee house napkins, adventures we hope to find. These hand-drawn maps lead us to places unknown. Not just locations, but where our love has grown. No perfect directions, no certainty in sight. Just you and me following what feels exactly right. Remember that wrong turn in Georgia, the detour that changed our plans, for finding that waterfall hidden where no tourist ever stands. You said it was serendipity, I called it getting lost, but the memory we created there was worth any cost. These hand-drawn maps lead us to places unknown. Not just locations, but where our love has grown. No perfect directions, no certainty inside. Just you and me following what feels exactly right. Some relationships follow guidelines, some stick to practice routes, some never leave their comfort zone, some fill themselves with doubts. But we've always been explorers of both places and emotions, finding our way together across life's vast oceans. Our walls are filled with photographs, evidence of paths we've crossed, stories collected like souvenirs, times we found ourselves and lost. But the journey keeps unfolding, new maps waiting to be drawn, new adventures yet to happen, from dusk until the dawn. These hand-drawn maps lead us to places unknown. Not just locations, but where our love has grown. No perfect directions, no certainty in sight. Just you and me following what feels exactly right. Where should we go next? Anywhere with you.
From first glance to this moment, from strangers to this bond, from nervous to comfortable, from hesitant to fond. Who could have predicted the journey we would take? All the turns and detours, all the choices we would make. We've come full circle, back to what matters most, through all life's seasons, through what we fear and what we boast. We've come full circle, finding home in each other's heart, ending where we started, but stronger than the start. beginning. So much we didn't know about each other's stories, about how love would grow. Now look at us together, weathered but still true, making peace with imperfection, finding wonder in the few. We've come full circle, back to what matters most, through all life's seasons, through what we fear and what we boast. We've come full circle, finding home in each other's heart, ending where we started, but stronger than the start. Circles have no ending, no beginning to be found, just continuous connection as we travel round and round. Like the sun and moon above us, like the seasons as they change, our love keeps revolving, yet somehow stays the same. I wouldn't change our story, not a chapter, not a page. The challenges made us stronger, the joy's sweeter with age. And if we had to do it over, start the circle once again, I'd choose you in an instant as my lover and my friend. We've come full circle, back to what matters most, through all life's seasons, through what we fear and what we boast. We've come full circle, finding home in each other's heart, ending where we started, but stronger than the start. Full circle with you. Full circle with you. Our love continues.
Folded you a paper airplane, wrote my feelings on the wings. Childish way to say I love you, but that's what my heart sings. Watched it glide across the distance, landing softly by your feet. Nervous as you slowly open, message simple but complete. Paper airplane, hearts flying without a path, carried by hopeful winds, defying gravity's wrath. Simple in their design, complex in what they mean. Paper airplane hearts, carrying dreams between. You smiled as you read my words, folded it back with care. Added your own confession that you've always wanted to share. Sent it soaring back toward me, breaking tension in the air. Two souls connected by paper and courage to be bare. Paper airplane hearts flying without a path, carried by hopeful winds, defying gravity's wrath. Simple in their design, complex in what they mean. Paper airplane hearts, carrying dreams between. Some love stories start with grand gestures, some with fancy words and rhyme, but ours began with folded paper and it stood the test of time. Now when things get complicated, when adult lives intervene, we fold our troubles into airplanes and remember what love means. Our apartment's filled with paper, notes we've written through the years. Some with laughter, some with wishes, some with dried and faded tears. But each one a tiny vessel, each a memory we've made. Our paper airplane history, love that refuses to fade. Paper airplane hearts flying without a path, carried by hopeful winds, defying gravity's wrath. Simple in their design, complex in what they mean. Paper airplane hearts carrying dreams between. Sweet. Paper airplane hearts still soaring between us.
Curtains dancing with the breeze, moonlight spilling on the floor. Your silhouette against the window makes me love you even more. Shadows playing on your features, half in darkness, half in light. Every angle tells your story as we surrender to the night. Moonlight silhouettes, outlines of what we are, half-revealed mysteries like wishes on a star. In these quiet hours, when the world has gone to rest, I study all your contours, the person I love best. Words are softly whispered, secrets shared beneath the moon. Confessions seem much easier in the darkness of our room. Your fingers trace my profile as if memorizing lines. Two silhouettes creating art that only we define. Moonlight silhouettes, outlines of what we are, half-revealed mysteries like wishes on a star. In these quiet hours, when the world has gone to rest, I study all your contours, the person I love best. The daylight shows us clearly the details in plain sight, but there's something about darkness that brings truth to light. What we hide in sunshine, we surrender in the dark. Our silhouettes more honest than our daylight remarks. The moon continues rising, bathing us in silver beams. Your shadow merges into mine like reality with dreams. Let's stay awake till morning, let the moonlight be our guide. Two silhouettes together with nothing left to hide. Moonlight silhouettes, outlines of what we are, half-revealed mysteries like wishes on a star. In these quiet hours, when the world has gone to rest, I study all your contours, the person I love best. Moonlight silhouettes, revealing what we are.
Dust off an old record player, found it at a secondhand store, along with crates of forgotten album stories waiting to be explored. You laughed in my excitement, called me charmingly old school, but when the needle hit those grooves, you understood my vintage rule. We got that vintage vinyl love, warm and full of soul. little scratch but still intact, complete and wholly whole. Not digital, not perfect, but authentic through and through. We got that vintage vinyl love, playing just for me and you. Dancing in the living room to melodies from another time, songs that feel somehow familiar, though they're not from our lifetime. You said love should be like vinyl, something tangible to hold, getting better with each playing, never growing thin or cold. We got that vintage vinyl love, warm and full of soul. A little scratch but still intact, complete and wholly whole. Not digital, not perfect, but authentic through and through. We got that vintage vinyl love, playing just for me and you. In a world of streaming music, quick consumption, faster fade, we're choosing to be collectors of moments carefully made. Each side has to be flipped over, you can't skip through to the end. Our love requires attention and the time we choose to spend. Now our collection keeps growing, new memories pressed in time. Some days are golden oldies, some experimental and sublime, but each one played together, each groove etched with care. Our vintage vinyl kind of love becomes increasingly rare. We got that vintage vinyl love, warm and full of soul. A little scratch but still intact, complete and wholly whole. Not digital, not perfect, but authentic through and through. We got that vintage vinyl love, playing just for me and you. That vintage vinyl love, that vintage vinyl love.
Spotted you between philosophy and classic literature. Pretended to browse nearby shelves, though my intent wasn't pure. You were lost in Dostoevsky, I was lost in watching you, wondering how to bridge the silence that library rules accrue. My library crush between quiet stacks, hearts beating loud while making no tracks. Whispered hellos, shush conversation, finding love notes and book reservations. Week after week I'd see you there, same table, same intense gaze, until I finally found the courage to end this pining phase. Slipped a note inside your book as you stepped away for air, my number and a question mark, the boldest I would dare. My library crush between quiet steps, hearts beating loud while making no tracks. Whispered hellos, shush conversation, some play out on grand display, but ours grew in hushed whispers, finding beauty in delay. Between pages of borrowed books, amid knowledge ancient and new, two readers became characters in a story tried and true. Now we share a home library, books mingled on the shelves, reading together in the evenings, learning about ourselves. Still I catch you reading intently, still my heart skips the same. My library crush turned lover, more than just a passing game. My library crush, between quiet stacks, hearts beating loud while making no tracks. Whispered hellos, shushed conversations, finding love notes in book reservations. My library crush, my forever story. You brought home a dying plant the day we first moved in, rescued from a clearance shelf, leaves yellow, dry and thin. Said it just needed patience, water, light and care. A metaphor not lost on me for what we both would share. This is how love grows, not overnight but slow, tending to the roots below before the flowers show. Weathering the seasons, adapting to the light. This is how love strengthens when we nurture it right. That plant began to flourish, new leaves unfurling green, as our love grew alongside it in ways we hadn't foreseen. Now our windows overflow with life in terracotta pots, each one marking milestones, each one connecting dots. This is how love grows, not overnight but slow, tending to the roots below before the flowers show. Weathering the seasons, adapting to the light. This is how love strengthens when we nurture it right. Some days require more water, some need a gentle prune, some call for repotting when we've outgrown our room. But the core remains consistent, the care remains the same. Attention given freely, not for glory or for fame. That first plant still sits central, thriving in our home, a testament to patience and how far we've grown. From uncertain beginnings to deeply rooted now, love like plant growth teaches us the when, the why, the how. This is how love grows, not overnight but slow, tending to the roots below before the flowers show. Weathering the seasons, adapting to the light. This
rush hour on the downtown line. Strangers packed like sardines. I noticed you reading my favorite book, poetry by Rilke in between. The screeching stops and swaying bodies. Our eyes met once, then twice. A smile exchanged between chapters, a connection precise. Subway glances, momentary chances, lives that intersect through circumstantial dances. Parallel journeys on metropolitan lines, finding each other between stop signs. Same time next day, different car, yet there you were again. You stopped coming 3 before mine. My curiosity grew then. On Thursday you wore headphones, on Friday a bright red scarf. By Monday I had memorized every detail of your heart. Subway glances, momentary chances, live that intersect through circumstantial dances. Parallel journeys on metropolitan lines, finding each other between stop signs. How many lovers pass each other? How many chances slip away? How many stories never happen because no one's brave enough to say, I see you in this crowded car, I wonder who you really are. Let's exit at the same station, see how far this goes, how far. Finally I wrote a note, simple words on paper torn. Same book, same train, same time each day, maybe coffee before the morn. Passed it to you as doors opened, watched you read it as you left. The longest 24 hours follow, until next day you smiled and nodded yes. Subway glances, momentary chances, lives that intersect through circumstantial dances. Parallel journeys on metropolitan lines, finding each other between stop signs. Life's precious chances.
I borrowed your sweater that evening when autumn air turned cold. It smelled like your cologne and coffee and stories left untold. Too big for my frame but perfect for the comfort that I sought. Wrapped in threads that held your essence, more meaning than I thought. Your borrowed sweater keeps me together when you're not around. The sleeves too long, the scent too strong, the feeling's too profound. I might never return it, consider it stolen, a piece of you I found. You smiled when you saw me wearing it, said I made it look good, asked if I was planning to keep it. I said perhaps I should. It's strange how fabric and stitches can come to symbolize the warmth of new affection, the bond that they disguise. Your borrowed sweater keeps me together when you're not around. leaves too long, the scent too strong, the feeling's too profound. I might never return it, consider it stolen, a piece of you I found. The movies, they exchange class rings or pendants made of gold, but we found our connection in something unconventional and old. The intimacy of sharing was touched your skin before, creating unseen linkage that means so much more. Now when you stay over, it hangs in our shared closet, no longer just yours, not fully mine, a metaphor for what we've become. Two lives gradually intertwined, like threads of that warm sweater, creating something stronger together, something even better. Your borrowed sweater keeps me together when you're not around. The sleeves too long, the scent too strong, the feeling's too profound. I might never return it, consider it stolen, a piece of you I found. Your borrowed sweater, not part of us forever.
Three dots appear, then disappear. You're thinking what to say. I watch the screen with bated breath. Though you're so far away, then words arrive like precious gifts, each message carefully crafted. Our text message poetry has me completely captured. We write our love in text message poetry, emojis standing in for words too big to say. Screenshots saved for posterity, digital footprints of feelings on display. Our text message poetry, lighting up screens day by day. Time zones keep our bodies apart, but phones keep our hearts close. Good morning text from you at night, sweet dreams when I'm eating toast. We've built a language all our own, inside jokes and references. Each notification brings a smile, each message breaks down distances. We write our love in text message poetry, emojis standing in for words too big to say. Screenshots saved for posterity, digital footprints of feelings on display. Our text message poetry, lighting up screens day by day. Some say romance is dying in this digital age, but I found deeper connection with each illuminated page. Perhaps one day they'll study the way we learn to love, through pixelated messages and pushing down to shove. I scroll back through our history, months of conversations stored, from hey, it's nice to meet you, to I couldn't love you more. The evolution documented line by line. Our text message poetry, increasingly divine. We write our love in text message poetry, emojis standing in for words too big to say. Screenshots saved for posterity, Digital footprints of feelings on display. Our text message poetry, lighting up screens day by day. Our text message poetry. 3 little dots, I wait for your reply.
It's midnight where you are, morning here with me. Different stars above our heads, same moon eventually. I sing to you through video call as you drift towards sleep. Distance may divide our touch, but voices bridge the deep. This long distance lullaby crosses time zones with ease, wraps around you like a blanket through phones and PCBs. Sleep well, my faraway love. Dream of when we'll be no longer separated by miles, but sharing one geography.
Your voice becomes my morning song as I start my day. The sun is rising where I am while yours has gone away. We've mastered the art of timing, catching moments between, making technology transfer what hearts have always seen. This long distance lullaby crosses time zones with ease, wraps around you like a blanket through phones and PCBs. Sleep well, my faraway love. Dream of when we'll be no longer separated by miles, but sharing one geography.
Hearts grow fonder, they say distance tests love's might. But what they fail to mention is how sweetly we still say goodnight, how deeply we still connect, despite the many miles between. How technology becomes the bridge for what's felt but not seen.
One day we'll close this chapter of goodbyes and airport gates, of scheduling calls around work hours, of counting down the dates. But until that moment arrives, until we're side by side, I'll sing you sleep every night across the great divide. This long distance lullaby crosses time zones with ease, wraps around you like a blanket through phones and PCBs. Sleep well, my faraway love. Dream of when we'll be no longer separated by miles, but sharing one geography. Good night from miles away. See you in my dreams. Dusty crates and faded sleeves, all fabricated imperfectly. You were flipping through the J's when you first smiled at me. Asked about the album in my hand, said it changed your life at 17. Conversation flow like B-sides, the best tracks rarely seen. Our record store romance, a needle finding groove, 2 audio files connecting with everything to prove. Soundtrack by obscure bands, And classics we both knew. Our record store romance started with Nice to Meet You. You had opinions about Dylan, I defended Joni Mitchell's range. We debated vinyl versus streaming as afternoon turned to evening change. Coffee at the shop next door, conversation never missing beats, finding harmony in differences, finding rhythm in repeats. Our record store romance, a needle finding groove, two audio files connecting with everything to prove. Soundtrack by obscure bands and classics we both knew. Our record store romance started with Nice to Meet You. Now our collections have combined, shelves overflowing, sorted by year. Saturday mornings spent hunting for rarities we hold dear. Some collect stamps or antiques, some collect coins or art. We collect musical memories, the soundtrack to our heart. That record store closed last winter, another digital victim claimed. But we visit the new one Crosstown, though it's not quite the same. Still I catch you smiling softly when that one song comes on, the one playing in the background, the day our love was born. Our record store romance, a needle finding groove, two audio files connecting with everything to prove. Soundtrack by obscure bands and classics we both knew. Our record store romance started with Nice to Meet You. Our record store romance still playing on and on.
You lent me your cardigan one chilly September night, walking home through fallen leaves and a fading evening light. It smelled like your cologne and laundry soap, oversized on my frame, but I felt wrapped in your essence as amber street lights came. It's cardigan weather again, time for holding hands, for cups of tea and whispered words, for making autumn plans. It's cardigan weather, my love, season of warm embrace, when summer's heat surrenders to fall's gentle grace. Have my own collection, but I still steal yours sometimes. There's something about wearing your clothes that makes everything align. The way you smile when you notice, the way you never ask for them back, the way some things become tradition without keeping exact track. It's cardigan weather again, time for holding hands, for cups of tea and whispered words, for making autumn plans. It's cardigan weather, my love, season of warm embrace, when summer's heat surrenders to fall's gentle grace. Some mark their love with jewelry, some with promises and rings. We mark ours with simple comforts, with practical everyday things, like sharing clothes without asking, like knowing what the other needs, like recognizing when seasons change and adapting with loving deeds. Years from now, when threads have worn thin, when elbows show through holes, we'll still have these cardigan moments woven deep within our souls. Each autumn bringing reminders of how our love took hold. Sleeves too long but hearts aligned as golden leaves unfold. It's cardigan weather again. Time for holding hands with cups of tea and whispered words. For making autumn plans, it's cardigan weather, my love. Season of warm embrace, when summer's heat surrenders to fall's gentle grace. It's cardigan weather again. Our season has returned.
Early light through kitchen windows, coffee brewing, toast getting warm. You're still half asleep and beautiful, hair messy in its natural form. The little dance we do each morning, avoiding bumping into each other in the space between fridge and counter, where we became lovers. Our breakfast routine, so simple yet divine. The way you pour my coffee, the way I squeeze your orange with lime. Our breakfast routine, these ordinary scenes make up the substance of our love, and what forever means. You read the news, I check the weather. Sometimes we swap without a word, sharing sections and commentary, making sure both voices heard. The radio plays softly in the corner as morning slowly comes alive. This ritual we've created together helps both of us survive. Our breakfast routine, so simple yet divine. The way you pour my coffee, the way I squeeze your orange with lime. Our breakfast routine, these ordinary scenes make up the substance of our love and what forever means. Romance isn't just grand gestures. It's not always candlelight and wine. It's finding beauty in the mundane. It's making the everyday fine. It's knowing how you take your eggs, it's saving the last bite for you. It's these breakfast routines we cherish that see us both through. One day we'll be old and gray, still sharing mornings side by side. The coffee might be decaf then, but love will still reside in the passing of the sugar bowl, in the buttering of toast with care, in the quiet comfort of knowing we'll both still be there. Our breakfast routine, so simple yet divine. The way you pour my coffee, the way I squeeze your orange with lime. Our breakfast routine, these ordinary scenes make up the substance of our love and what forever means. Our breakfast routine, our love defined.
One headphone for you, one for me. Split stereo intimacy. Heads tilted inward to maintain our musical connection plane. The outside world becomes a blur as melodies between us stir. This private concert for us two creates a world anew. Headphone sharing on the train, musical ivy in our veins. Different ears but same sound waves, creating moments time can't take. Left for me and right for you, or sometimes we switch that too. Hearing the same beat drop together, tethered by a cable forever. You share songs that shaped your past, I offer tracks I hope will last. Building bridges through the notes, musical messages like quotes. In public spaces yet alone, this bubble that we call our own. Synchronized in perfect time, your rhythm matching mine. Headphone sharing on the train, musical ivy in our veins. Different ears but same sound waves, creating moments time can't take. Left for me and right for you, or sometimes we switch that too. Hearing the same beat drop together, tethered by a cable forever. Some couples finish each other's sentences, we finish each other's melodies. Musical telepathy developed through countless shared harmonies. Technology has made us distant, it somehow brings us near. When we share a simple headphone splitter and whisper in each other's ear. Now wireless earbuds separate, our listening habits isolate. Yet sometimes still we share like before, one but each to explore. Though the cable's gone between us, the connection still remains. This ritual of sound, sharing something precious we maintain. Headphone sharing on the train, musical ivy in our veins. Different ears but same sound waves, creating moments time can't take. Left for me and right for you, or sometimes we switch that too. Hearing the same beat drop together, tethered by music forever. Hear what I hear, can you hear what I hear? Can you hear what I hear? Can you feel what I feel? Dinner dishes still unwashed, radio plays something slow. You take my soapy hand in yours, ask if I'd care to go for a spin around our kitchen floor. Tiles cold beneath bare feet, no fancy moves or perfect steps, just hearts in gentle beat.
Slow dancing in the kitchen, no audience inside. Just dish soap suds and countertops and fading evening light. Slow dancing in the kitchen, our favorite kind of day. Finding extraordinary love in moments unadorned and gray. You rest your head upon my chest, I smell your everyday perfume of coffee, soap, and something else that fills our humble room. The song could end, we'd never know, lost in our private sway. These kitchen floor traditions keep real life at bay. Slow dancing in the kitchen, no audience inside. Just dish soap suds and countertops and fading evening light. Slow dancing in the kitchen, our favorite kind of day. Finding extraordinary love in moments unadorned and great. We don't need fancy restaurants. We don't need clubs on. We don't need clubs or bars. Our linoleum ballroom has brought us this far. With refrigerator humming, our own background refrain, creating perfect memories again and again. Years from now we might forget the birthdays and the gifts, the planned occasions, holidays, life's momentary lifts. But I know we'll remember these unplanned intimate nights, when passion found its truest form under simple kitchen lights. Slow dancing in the kitchen, no audience in sight, just dish soap suds and countertops and fading evening light. Slow dancing in the kitchen, our favorite kind of date. Finding extraordinary love in moments unadorned and great. May we always find time for kitchen dancing.